88% of public schools already have a written plan for procedures in the event of a shooting. Whether you're facing a shooting, weather emergency, or other threat, you need firm plans to control access to your facilities, protecting your students and staff. Once the plan is established, you need to communicate it clearly and regularly to everyone in the building. For a successful school safety plan, focus on these 4 components: awareness, training, access control, and physical security. The first component I'd like to touch on is awareness, by creating a strong safety culture at your school. The most effective campus safety programs encourage every student and staff member to embrace safety awareness. To that end, schools should encourage students to report suspicious behavior on campuses to the authorities and through social media. To keep facilities secure, enact strict policies to prevent strangers from entering locked entryways. Also require visitors to check in at the main office with ID before entering the building. Finally, utilize an on-site resource officer who will work closely with your administrators to provide security and prevent crime. The second component is training faculty, staff, and students for school emergencies. The more comfortable your staff and students are with safety and lockdown procedures, the more prepared they'll be in the event of a real emergency. For years, schools have conducted regular fire and weather emergency drills. More and more districts are providing active shooter response training for teachers and administrative staff, as well as lockdown drills for students. The Alice Training Institute has trained more than 4,200 K-12 school districts and 950 higher education institutions to effectively respond to active shooter incidents. Alice stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. The average school shooting lasts 12.5 minutes. Programs like Alice train staff and students to band together against a shooter as a possible option while waiting for police to arrive, potentially saving lives in that critical window of time. The third component is access control, a major aspect of securing the school building. While 93% of public schools have some form of controlled access already in place, it's a good idea to assess whether your features are still effective. You may want to upgrade features such as video surveillance systems and identification card readers, or consider adding school resource officers. Regardless of your risk profile, the most effective controlled access measure is a simple one. Make sure all your visitors to your school are funneled through a secured single point of entry. The last and most important component of your school safety plan is physical security, which relates to securing your first line of defense: doors, entryways, and windows. Creating a secure school environment doesn't mean you have to replace all your windows and doors with bulletproof materials. Total Security Solutions will help you properly measure your entryway for bulletproof door installation, determine which ballistic materials are right for your school, and answer any questions you may have prior to installation. Following these 4 recommended school safety tips in the event of an active shooter will help prevent or minimize any such tragedy.